Welcome back to the Bard's Playhouse presents Tales from the Shadow Valley, episode 35, Circus Justice. Thank you so much for joining us. Now let's bring in our wonderful cast. We have Jake as Dirge Mountainhoof.
Howdy, everyone. Good to be back.
Ash as Queen Danny.
Hey, guys.
Shane as Umbromancer Zavid.
Hello.
And Abe as Sir Demirius, Saren Ray's Grief. As always, I'm Lumbee Bronzearm and will be your DM for today. Last time, Luxadumbra set out in chase of Thunder's murderer, a halfling named Nemia. Their only clue to her whereabouts or plan was a map of the town of Aberton, with a marking at a mill and an orchard. Realizing they could cover more ground if they split up, Khan, Zavid, and Demirius went to check out the orchard first. Demirius found some boar tracks, but Zavid's sharp eye spotted the corpse of a gnome, stuck beneath a makeshift log bridge. The gnome seemed to have died of a gore wound to the chest, but the placement seemed strange. The group managed to calm the mother boar who was protecting her babies and found a hunter's blind with a clue, a clasp with the holy symbol of Gozre. Dirge and Danny galloped to the mill with magically infused swiftness. Surging around the mill, a huge fungal spider attacked them, but was swiftly crushed by Danny, Dirge, and Arwen's foot. The mill was empty, save a knocked-over wardrobe in the main bedroom. Upon picking up the wardrobe, an air mephit flitted away and out of the mill. Dirge's keen eye and tracking skills allowed him to follow the mephit back to a barn, and with a quick interrogation with Danny's Draxi, let them know that Nemia was inside. Luxadumbra snuck around the outside at either end of the bar and simultaneously sprung their attack. But Nemia was not unprepared. Cinder rats, shock rats, and frost rats sprung into action the moment the doors opened. Khan was hurled above the fray to draw first blood against Nemia, but Nemia transformed herself into a fire elemental and nearly killed Khan in turn. With steel, magic, and teamwork, Luxadumbra was able to put down the elemental rats and took Nemia alive, if only barely. Welcome back to the Bard's Playhouse presents Tales from the Shadow Valley, episode 36, The Wind and the Waves. Thank you so much for joining us. Now let's bring in our wonderful cast. We have Jake as Dirge Mountainhoof.
Howdy, everyone. Good to be back.
Eldritch as Khan, the Bloody Rizzolo.
Always great to be here.
Ash as Queen Danny.
Hi, guys.
Shane as Umbromancer Zavid.
Greetings.
I would like to say that even though we normally do give a disclaimer on the show, this session and the next are probably going to be particularly gory. So anyone who is thinks we might be on the line of the gore sometimes, you might want to maybe find another podcast for the day. So with that having said, let's give us a little bit of a recap. As always, I'm Lumbee Bronzearm and we'll be your DM for today. Last time, Luxadumbra had succeeded in capturing Nemia alive. With looking about the barn, Demirius found Nemia's hostages, a family of millers who were only too happy to get out of there with their lives. What Zavid found was slightly less cheerful. A pair of human skins, void of any insides. After putting one on like a kigurumi, Zavid realized the two druids from Nemia's circle had been eaten from the inside by a Vermlek demon, a particularly nasty way to die. When she finally regained consciousness, Nemia was confused and could barely remember anything. Thinking Zavid's skin suit was her friend Staghelm, Nemia began to remember what had happened, what she had done. From the other side of the wall, Danny had began reading Nemia's mind to determine the truth. With time, prodding, and a commune with Cabriri, Luxadumbra discovered the halfling druid and her people had been deceived and corrupted by demonic magics. Ilkana Alenor, the White Mother of Isker, had tapped into demonic powers far beyond her ken. Shax, Demon Lord of Lies, has revealed to Ilkana the knowledge of corrupting even the undead with demonic taint. The power lies within the royal blood of Queen Danny's older brother, Prince Eredril Arion. Chained to a wall for a century, Ilkana has used the Crown Prince of Druma as a material component for her potent necrodemonic magics. These foul experimentations have not gone unnoticed. Cabriri does not appreciate when undead are raised in the name of others not under his purview. Saren Ray brings a burning, furious light where there is darkness. Though they rarely see eye to eye theologically, Demirius and Zavid finally find themselves in mithril-clad agreement for once. Demons can go right back to hell where they belong. Welcome back, everybody, to the Bard's Playhouse Presents Tales from Shadow Valley, episode 36. Oops, all ghouls. Last time, Lux et Umbra pushed into the Hermitage of Blessed Lightning. The ghoul bears, standing guard at the front door, devoured the flesh of its slain blood-boar ally to power itself up, but was still no match for the righteous might of Demirius's blade. Two corrupted druids attacked with sickening tridents in a voracious need to inflict gore upon their enemies. Zavid realized that Danny healing these druids' attacks caused them mental pain, a most helpful weakness. Within the Hermitage, the way forward was blocked by two hideous, magically ambulatory skin golems, likely from the very druids who once called this place home, devoured from the inside out by Vermlek demons as punishment for failing Ilkena Alenor. Laying low the skin golems, Lux et Umbra pushed inward to see a room with a glorious mosaic floor, showing meticulous attention to detail in its creation and veneration of nature. Skulking around and using Zavid's baby ether spider Wisp to do some scouting, the group set a trap for two powerful-looking druids having a meal. A sectioned-off area had several pens that appeared to have been set up to hold animals of many different types, though all were empty, save one. Within a large cage were two leopards that Zavid recognized as the same species as Arwen, but they both smoked with wisps of shadow instead of flame. It was not long before Arwen realized these were her parents, Elrond and Celebrian. Arwen had been stolen from their den while they hunted, Elrond and Celebrian taken upon their return. Zavid put together that these leopards had been infused with demonic energy, Elrond and Celebrian with that of the Invidiac shadow demon, and Arwen with that of the fearsome Baelor, a demon of fire and strength. Beyond the holding pens, Lux et Umbra interrupted a ritual to corrupt a poor wolf pup with blood demon magics. They arrived just in time and managed to save the baby wolf right before the corruption fully took hold. His name is Ares, and Danny swaddled him within her cloak. The remaining two druids were taken out with traps set for them, but mostly their own hubris. Zavid severed the magical connection between the druid necrodamancer and its fungool servant, which turned on its master. As this corrupt summoner had digestive spores and juices splashed on his body, the beautifully carved double doors of the inner sanctum of the Hermitage unlocked. Hey everybody, welcome back. Before we begin, we would like to announce that we at the Bard's Playhouse are supporting Roll for Ukraine, a charity that aims to send aid to the refugees fleeing the Russian invasion of Ukraine. The link to donate is in our bio. Slava Ukraini. Welcome back to the Bard's Playhouse Presents Tales from the Shadow Valley, episode 38. The White Mother of Isker, and our season finale. Last time, Lux et Umbra confronted Harlock Hamdeal, leader of the Hermitage of Blessed Lightning Druids. The demonic corruption of his body was obvious, as his entire arm was turned into wood with another branch coming out of his skull. Harlock was surprised to see anyone had entered this deeply within the Hermitage, and quickly warned the group of Ilkena. But it was too late. Ilkena locked the door behind them, and with her connection to Harlock's mind, she took control of him and forced him to attack. Even after raising a group of demonically corrupted elementals, Lux et Umbra made quick work of the powerful druid, but still took quite a beating themselves. Having had Ilkena's influence knocked from his brain, Harlock yielded and began to thank everyone for helping in purifying the Hermitage. He also gave them a gift. Harlock pulled out an ancient scroll of primal magics, healing all within the room and preparing them for the dangers ahead with renewed vigor. Deep below the druids' home was the lair of Ilkena Alenor. Lux et Umbra steeled their nerves and delved within, finding it eerily void of enemies. A hidden alcove was found, wherein lay a fouled and profaned dwarven copy of the holy text of Sarenrae. Knowing its words by heart, Demirius recited a prayer, and a gift from Sarenrae flowed over him like fire, his armor blessed by the Dawnflower herself. Further in still, corrupt vines and plants were growing from the stone walls, which turned out to be a demonically corrupted Entshard, which Dirge took care of with a single blow. Luckily, Lux et Umbra stumbled upon a desk with highly detailed maps and hints toward finding the remaining two of Danny's siblings. Tricking the magical dwarf head trap with necromancy, the group enters into the summoning room. Chained to an archway is a half-mad Eredril Arion, eldest brother of Queen Danny. The way out shuts behind them as cackling laughter echoes within the chamber. Welcome back to the Bard's Playhouse Presents Tales from the Shadow Valley, Season 2, Episode 1, Coronation. Thank you all so much for coming back and joining us today. Now let's bring in our wonderful cast. We have Eldritch as Khan the Bloody Rizzolo,
Great to be back.
Ash as Queen Danny,
Bow down, peasants. Oh, I mean, hi, guys.
Shane as Umbromancer Zavid,
Good evening, everyone.
Abe as Sir Demirius Serenray's Grief, and introducing Elliot as Reese.
Hi, what's up? I'm Elliot.
Thank you. We're glad to have you here. As
Glad to be
always,
here.
I'm Lumbee Bronzearm, and I'll be your DM for today. Last season on Tales from Shadow Valley, Lux et Umbra had set out to the country of Isker, chasing leads as to the whereabouts of Danny's long-missing siblings. Along the way, they used their influence to spread the word of the coming apocalypse, the Conjunction, an alignment of all the planetary bodies in the solar system, a rare opportunity for the dark gods Ergothoa, Lamashtu, and Nyarlathotep to strike. Magics will grow strong and chaotic. Beasts and elementals will become feral and aggressive. Wars will break out and spread. These dark gods seek to release Rovagug, the rough beast, from his prison deep beneath Galarian to devour all of existence. But not if Lux et Umbra has anything to say about it. Their clues led them to the quaint village of Aberton, a farming community known for its apple orchards, rustic market, and kind residents. On the outskirts of town was a massive big-top tent. The circus was in town. While out adventuring, Khan had not heard that her parents, Veronique and Frankie Rizzolo, had finally achieved their dreams to break out on their own with their very own circus of wayward wonders. The cheerful reunion was quickly blunted when it was clear someone was trying to sabotage the grand opening night. The ringleader, Thunder, had been murdered, but the show must go on. Lux et Umbra searched for clues during the incredible performances, ensuring no one else was hurt, and the opening night was a rousing success. Chasing down the murderer to a barn outside of town, the group found whodunit, a halfling named Nemia Bramblecloak, a druid from a hermitage of Gozray worshippers. Her mind had been controlled by a name that, until now, everyone thought was a fairy tale. Ilkana Alenor, the White Mother of Isker. Delving within the druid's lair, it became clear the sinister forces were at work. Beasts corrupted with demonic magics attacked on sight, flanked by mindless undead druids surging with abyssal rage. Deep within, signs were obvious that the druids had been manipulated to experiment and create an army of necro-demons for Ilkana and her master, the demon lord Shax. Having freed Harlock Hamdeal, leader of the Hermitage, from Ilkana's control, Lux et Umbra was led to the entrance to her lair. Far below, in a long-forgotten dwarven sanctuary, it was eerily quiet. Around her traps they slipped, finding treasures and precious information, maps and clues about the other missing Arion siblings. Within Ilkana's innermost sanctum was her summoning circle and her magical focus, Prince Eredril Arion, Danny's brother. The entry closed itself and trapped Lux et Umbra inside the ritual chamber. Up from the unholy pool of roiling blood rose the White Mother of Isker herself, Ilkana Alenor. A fierce battle ensued, but Lux et Umbra ultimately triumphed and took the Banshee's head as a trophy. Can they find the remaining two Arion siblings and save Galarian from the Conjunction? We'll find out this season on Tales from the Shadow Valley.